All right, boys and girls, it is time once again for the Guys Weekend Podcast. I am Josh Tenney, along with, as always, such a lovely individual inside and out. I wouldn't know personally about inside, but Brandon Parks.
Good morning, Josh. How are you?
I'm all right.
Fantastic. We're joined today with a longtime listener, first-time caller, Shmanda. She's having some difficulties with, honestly, I don't know what the fuck she's doing down there. Oh, it's not 90 seconds. Fudge she's doing down there. That's okay.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Let's face it, that YouTube's algorithm's already against us.
Yeah, definitely. Flagged for sure. It's never making it in there.
Mm-mm.
We'll have a shot with the reels, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So today we have a list, and this is what the inside of Shmanda's brain looks like, scattered in all directions.
Okay, so I see it there.
What is it? Let's just start with this. What is a cryptid?
Are you talking to me?
Yep.
A cryptid to be anything like Bigfoot, like the Wolfman, lizard people, things like that people have said they've seen, but there's no actual evidence of it. They base that whole show on Mountain Monsters on finding these things.
Oh boy, cryptids. Did you know? So we went down. Speaking of Bigfoot, we went down to Salt Fork, and that's where they have the largest Bigfoot convention every year.
Yeah.
We should plan a trip down there and go squatching.
Things that white people do.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So Mountain Monsters, you are a fan of said show?
Yes, huge fan.
You've seen every episode?
I've seen every episode, and we saw Wild Bill at the local Walmart when I was visiting. So that was kind of exciting.
Degrees of Kevin Bacon here. We know somebody that knows somebody famous. So what show there infatuated the most? Which one do you believe? Was there any of them that you were like, yeah, I can see this happening?
There's a lot of them that I'm just like, I don't think that those two things could possibly be intertwined. I'm not believing in like sheep squatch or lizard people or things like that. But I could see a Bigfoot. I will honestly say I could easily believe in a Bigfoot.
It's like we've only discovered like 20% of the our cave dwellings in the world right now. So like I could definitely get behind Bigfoot.
Where's it come from? What's it sustaining itself on for so long? Like, is it eating just animals, plants? Is Bigfoot a vegan?
Yes, he buys his hummus at Giant Eagle. No. No, think about it. Like the woods are so vast, right? And even, like if you go hiking or if you guys are hunters, you're not going to hunt up a whole bunch of people when you're out hunting or hiking that much. You're going through like these parts of Appalachia or out in Washington State, and it's pretty vast. I think he gets to stay himself.
In Washington State. Bunch of homeless people. So I guess there could be a squatch out there. Josh, is her audio coming through choppy for you too?
A little bit.
Shit. Josh is lagging a little bit. I don't know. It might be the mic. Might have to unplug it and plug it back in. Okay. So, what do you think, Magoo?
Well,
you think there's a Bigfoot?
It's too early to think, man.
Spoken like a true Magoo.
That's 10:30.
He just got up 20 minutes ago.
Magoo normally goes to bed around this time.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. So Bigfoot. So when we let you loose into the wild and we have those willing participants come to hunt you down on season 1 of Finding Magoo, do you think you'll run into a Sam Squanch?
No.
God damn, Ricky, it's Sam Squanch. Okay. So he doesn't think there's a Sam Squanch. What do you think you would see? Do you think you would encounter more of what are the odds of meeting like a homeless guy out there as opposed to a Sam Squanch?
It's pretty fucking good. So you got a better chance of meeting a homeless guy than winning the
Hey,
lottery.
look, if he starts taking a certain fungi, I guarantee you he sees the same squanch.
That's fair. Josh said if you start ingesting a certain fungi, you might see a Sam Squanch.
No, it's the only when I look in the mirror.
Only when he looks in the mirror. That's fair. That's fair. So that's the whole premise behind Finding Magoo. We're going to take willing participants of the show and listeners that want to do this, and we're going to get you all doped up and let you loose in the woods, and then we're going to send the people after you to see if they can find you. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like
They'll never find me.
it's like Rambo First Blood. Like he's out there. He's not coming back.
You're all with me.
Here to weigh in.
I just hit on the mic and he just whimpers like a beat dog. No. Listen, Magoo and I are suffering from eye cancer. We played like 7 hours of Call of Duty last night. My fucking eyes hurt so bad. Like I laid down and I just couldn't close them. They hurt so bad. So he's currently dropping shit all over. You know what it is? He hasn't had his skill juice this morning.
Yeah.
That's what it is. All right, so Bigfoot, lizard people, I just don't. I don't think Bigfoot. Do you think Bigfoot understands English, or is he just like one of these people that? You ever seen the movie Bone Tomahawk?
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
Sign language.
Magoo said he knows sign language. Okay. So Bone Tomahawk, Kurt Russell stumbles upon a group of people that haven't seen civilization in forever, pretty much, and they're humans, but they just grunt and like make noises and eat people. So very brutally, yes, that seems awesome. So I've got to believe like if Squatch is out there squatching around, maybe it's just a person. I don't think that there's anything, 8 foot tall. What's your average Squatch running you? 8'4", 300 pounds.
Probably.
I would
say though, like I'm more inclined to believe that there is like something like the Loch Ness monster than Sasquatch. Because I mean that we've only discovered like what 5% of the sea. So like
we don't know what's at the bottom of the ocean.
We've only gone down what couple thousand feet.
Yeah. Nessie.
I could buy that.
Who do you think would win in a fight? The Loch Ness monster or Bigfoot?
See, that's the kind of shit they need to bring back. You remember when they on Spike TV they used to do that show where they had a whole bunch of like people from like
like the Mayans versus the Aztecs and shit like that.
That's what they need to do. I want to see that shit again
on Spike TV.
Deadliest Warrior.
Deadliest Warrior.
Yes.
Magoo said Nessie would win that fight.
I mean,
I think it would depend on what it's taken.
You'd have to get Sam Squanch in the water.
Well, or you get Nessie on the ground. Or what if they fight in like an aquarium? But you don't like SeaWorld, all right? But you don't fill it all the way up because it has to be somewhat even. You know what I mean?
Turtle tank.
Like a turtle tank? Yeah. Not to be confused with Tice's turtle tank when we're playing games.
It depends on maneuverability of both in each facet of background. You know?
True. I don't think Nessie has anything other than, a neck.
Is Nessie gonna look like a beached whale?
Probably.
On the land?
And Sam Squanch is just out there like, what up, Dick Nick? Come at me, bro.
Sam Squanch doesn't even know how to swim.
We don't know that he doesn't know how to swim.
Oh, he doesn't know how to swim.
Sam Squanch is, you don't think he gets in a river to catch
fish?
fish?
He's all top heavy. He's sinking for sure.
Magoo said he's more like a bear, and he probably just catches silly salmon at the top of a waterfall.
Exactly.
Bears can swim, though.
Yeah.
Doggy paddle. I mean, it's
not very.
They're not winning in a fight doggy paddling, bro.
Well, no, but still, if they can kick their feet, they can still stay upright.
You're not gonna outswim a fucking Loch Ness monster.
We're in a Shamu tank at fucking SeaWorld. He doesn't have to go that far. I mean, they're just gonna go round and round. What do you got? You got 2 attacks from Nessie. You got a flipper smack and a bite. That Sam Squanch is gonna crawl.
Tail. You got that tail.
I don't know how long you think Nessie's tail is.
Do a little head whip.
As long as it's neck. Well, not like one, but
All right. I'm taking the Sam Squanch in 5 rounds.
Yeah, I'm taking Bigfoot.
I think he takes it down. Magoo, you still sticking with Nessie in Shamu's pen?
Yep.
Yeah, he's just sticking with Nessie. All right.
Size difference alone. Too.
Yeah, size difference means limited mobility.
Yeah, but it also means that, like,
If you think about its neck and its tail in a Shamu enclosure, how's it going to be able to swing shit around? Fucking the Sam Squanch just.
a Shamu enclosure?
Yeah, it's huge, but we've
Yeah.
never seen Nessie, so we don't know how big it is.
We haven't seen Sasquatch either.
Well,
We could be wrong. He could just be like a little hobbit-like guy that's walking around on those fake stilts to make itself seem bigger than what it is, so it stays, out of the predatory eye.
Look, who's gonna win in a fight in a swimming pool? Me or a person from my 600-pound life?
Josh said, "Who's gonna?"
God damn.
He said you.
Yeah.
But then again, see the mobility. You're mobile; they're not.
But no, I'm saying that like I get, but that's what I'm saying.
It's not full all the way though.
Nessie has the ability to move around in the water. I'm saying it's all upper body for fucking Sam Squanch. He's sinking.
Josh is saying the Sam Squanch is going to sink. Water in the lungs. Yeah. I've got to believe if he's adapted to live for however many years in the wild, he's at some point in time fallen into a body of water and been like, oh fuck, and had to figure it out. Maybe he did. Maybe that's why there's no Bigfoots anymore.
Yeah, maybe there's no big
because they
feet.
can't swim. That's
There's
exactly
no
why.
big feet.
Yeah, no big feats. Jesus. There's no such thing as Bigfoot because you said, oh fuck, and fell in a river and drowned.
Exactly.
Mystery solved.
Amanda, did you hear about Rosie O'Donnell? They found her dead.
Okay, I'm afraid to ask questions.
She was face down in Ricky Lake. Yeah. We love the gays. Just not those two.
It's not the fact that they're gay. It's the fact that they're see you next Tuesdays,
I agree. All right, so next on Amanda's list of weird shit, Aaron Carter, and I don't know who Anne Heche is.
Anne Heche, she's the one that died in that fiery crash in Los Angeles a couple months back. She's the one actress that had the reason why she caught on fire because her blood alcohol level was like 5 times the legal limit.
What? Get out of here. Hold on. Let me look this shit up. I don't know anything about her.
She had like vodka running through her veins that night.
That's fantastic. Oh, is she? Wait a minute.
She's the one who used to date Ellen years ago.
Yeah, I was to say.
Ellen? How many homes did she ruin that night? She went through like
Nebraska?
at least 2 of them that I know of.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
So you were getting brain up on current events.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that. So, okay, Aaron Carter and her. Did they really die of accidents? I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Amanda since you're the subject.
Well, I kind of fell down a rabbit hole on TikTok about so that's why I was curious because they had all these things that came out like supposedly Aaron Carter's like worried for his life and he's like someone's trying to kill me and then all of a sudden he ends up like drowned, air quotes drowned, a couple weeks later. So I fell down a rabbit hole and was like, did they really die of accidents or is this kind of like a cover up? I love me some conspiracies.
Did he drown in a puddle
Aaron
of
Carter
heroin?
does look like the type of person that owe a lot of money to the Russian mob.
Right? I mean, I wouldn't say no, that's not true. I mean, it just looks sketchy. I mean, they come out and they're like, hey, we have this news. Like, I'm surprised no one's taken out Corey Feldman yet. Not that I advise that of all. No,
that's because they think he's so nuts that it doesn't. Look, the guy thinks he's Michael Jackson at this point in his life.
Do you think that like him and Kanye are viewed as so crazy that that's the reason no one would try to take them out? Like,
probably,
I think Kanye has been through some shit.
Marrying any Kardashian would probably put you that way.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of a firm believer though that he probably was. I don't think he was fully like lobotomized or anything, but being drugged and kept under lock and key for that whole time he was there, I could see that happening. And when he came out and all that shit was happening, and he's like, "Oh, they're trying to silence me and this and that." They've got the money and the outreach to do it. So
exactly.
I'm not saying yay for president or anything.
You know, Kim still makes really good money off that Ray J.
Yeah, because her mom made it.
Yeah,
and sold it.
Mother of the year, right there.
Look at that. Could you imagine that, Magoo? Your mom setting up a sex tape for you and like writing out the scenes and then making fucking a bunch of money off of it for 10, 15 years later.
Let's just stick with a hunting Magoo, finding Magoo show. That one.
Yeah, I mean, all right.
No, you haven't heard my Magoo in Paradise yet. That's a hit right there.
Oh yeah, Tabby was talking to me about that last night. Before we get to Magoo in Paradise, why would Anne be killed in a freak accident?
Well, okay, again, falling down the rabbit hole.
Yes.
Supposedly she was making a documentary to expose like Hollywood elites.
Like Kurt Cobain, or not Kurt. Oh,
I was like, geez, he's already dead. I don't think he's going to do
he's
no
calling
much.
shotgun. No, not him.
Jeez.
Chester and what's his face? Soundgarden.
Oh yeah.
Were they doing the same thing supposedly?
They were
Supposedly.
doing they were going to talk about sex trafficking, child trafficking, and stuff like that. And I think they were opening up some doors into Hollywood with what they were working on.
Yeah, that's where I kind of fell down that rabbit hole. Like, one's off. Not trying to get myself taken out from Cleveland, Ohio. Here,
It's all right.
I wouldn't see. I think Anne Heche though is one of those people that she's been so drugged for like the last 15 years that even if she made something like that, it really wouldn't. So I'd more believe that was an accident than anything. But also at the same time, this is also a community in Hollywood that has known Harvey Weinstein was doing shit that he was doing for 20 years and was okay with it and still took pictures. It's not like it was a secret. Everybody knew he was doing what he was doing in Hollywood. Yeah.
Right.
It's
time to get the tinfoil. We'll start making hats, but
yeah, I got a whole big roll outside. Interesting. Well, now see what happens to all of this information that they have. Like, you think if you were doing something like this, you would have it like, upon my death, I'm sending a mass email to, any people at news stations, whatever. It's got to be out there, right? Somebody has the information.
I don't know, man. Like, if you want to go down a rabbit hole, I firmly believe that there are security companies in the world and the United States that that is what they do. They go in and infiltrate and steal information so that information doesn't get out. Like, they clean it like it never happened.
Absolutely.
That's true.
I would agree with that.
Is that the same company that owns the birds that keep flying around outside my window right now?
Probably.
Them motherfuckers are always here. Okay, well, let's see. Back to Phil Amanda in on. Do you want to read the paragraph that you sent?
So the idea for Magoo in Paradise is Magoo, who lives in a trailer park with his stripper girlfriend, Paradise, Paradyse.
Of course.
They win a $2 billion lottery jackpot and decide to move into a downtrodden gated community in Los Angeles and work the community into like his own little like drug and weapon ring. Like, I feel like this would, but do it as like a sitcom. Like, I want it to be like, I don't know, like Home Improvement, but with like drugs.
So I like where you're going, but I would recast it in Vegas. I'd like where you're going, but I'd recast it to Vegas because I think Vegas then it could, and I do like where you're going.
It'd be a sitcom show.
Yeah.
After you guys win the 2
Live
billion.
studio audience.
Live studio
Well,
audience.
I mean, the first season, obviously, we're gonna have to put in a laugh track. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
We gotta have fucking a laugh track in season 1 until it catches on, or at least the
Right.
pilot.
You have like that whole laugh tone, like, did you use my drugs? Hands up, you know?
Yeah. Is that my crack pipe?
So, wait, question: Is
Silly
he only gonna
Magoo.
wear his tracksuits, gold chains, pinky rings, and white
Yes,
beaters?
yes.
Hell yeah.
But that's after he wins the lottery.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's gonna buy a whole new wardrobe, and it's like every color of velour tracksuits you can buy.
Like Run
And
DMC
that's what
threw
he's
up in
gonna
his
wear.
pocket.
Like he's gonna wear the one. He's gonna wear two chains around his neck, and one's gonna have a fucking
Jesus piece.
yeah. And then he's gonna have the pinky ring. That he's
Yep.
when he starts so this is how the season finale is gonna end. It's gonna be everybody in the community bowing down and kissing his pinky ring.
Now he has to have his hair slicked back.
Yes,
He's
Yeah,
also
you're-
got to have. We have to throw a wrench in there. So if the season finale ends with everybody kissing his gold pinky ring, there's got to be a narco neighbor or something that's just trying to get close to him to take down the drug kingpin now
Or is that where Cat
in paradise.
comes in?
Oh, that's true.
Think about
Yeah.
it. He absconds with this stripper, and she comes in to fight for her man.
That paperwork would never be legible.
Because you're rotten.
Oh, and if you buy every color of velour jumpsuit, you can only wear them once.
Yeah, he throws them out every time. Like he'll only wear.
Yeah, that's true.
He does the same with his underwear. Like he just buys nothing but Duluth underwear and then throws them out after one wear.
Yeah. I need a new pair of Duluth. The elastic in my one pair is gone, and my ass just falls out all the time now. It's annoying. But yeah, so I think that'll be good. We're gonna have to find some locations to start filming. Well, first I think
houses, empty garages.
that's true. So I think we have to do our shuffleboard movie first, documentary. That'll be great.
You need to have like a down on your luck shuffleboard player though. Like
We can do that.
Like a what is it? Big Lebowski, but like different.
Yeah, like Kingpin.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
There's
There's plenty of Amish guys up there.
He had to stop because he lost his thumb and his middle finger in a horrible fishing accident.
Shuffleboard accident. He thought all the pucks were gone, and he reached to pull them off, and it just severed his finger off.
Yeah.
Yeah, something just completely asinine that doesn't make any sense. It's fantastic. Alex, get to writing that in there somehow. You gotta come up with the gory scene.
If that doesn't win a Golden Globes, I don't know what will.
Yeah, they're all schmucks if they don't like it.
Yeah.
So with Anne Heche and Aaron Carter dying because of the government, do we think that also falls under another bullet point that you had on your list of glitches in the Matrix? Was this another TikTok wormhole?
It was. That's a problem. I need to be able to sleep. I'm not sleeping well lately, obviously, because this is.
Do you think?
Do
you think?
I need to get some sleep, obviously.
Do you think TikTok is putting those videos out to make people go crazy?
Oh,
to hype up anxiety?
Oh, I don't know. It's not a bad
Another
idea.
spin on things, I suppose.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure they are. Let's face it. TikTok's still owned by some Chinese company.
Yeah.
They are.
Absolutely. Oh, let's sell this to Round Eye. Okay, cool. Yeah, China definitely still owns TikTok. Well, yeah. We're gonna get our billions back, you dirty bitches.
Now,
right, so
we look at the MK Ultra stuff. That's definitely something.
Well, lagged out there,
I can
Josh.
go down a rabbit hole. Yeah. Am I breaking up?
Hold on. A little bit. You're back now.
The MK Ultra stuff is definitely something I can get behind.
Oh, there's a movie coming out? Oh, it came out last year?
What movie?
It's called MK Ultra.
Oh.
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, MK Ultra is just basically the drug version of waterboarding, right?
Program the CIA ran.
Yeah, they use a whole bunch of like LSD and shit like that
Put 'em
to.
under hours and hours of visual stimuli.
So kind of like okay, all right.
To try and put secret codes and
Oh, like sleeper cells and stuff like that.
kind of.
Well, when World War III kicks off, I bet we'll know a little bit more. Celebrities. Okay, so what celebrities do you think are involved with MK Ultra?
Well, I mean, like you see it when like,
Shmanda, I mean.
the Katy Perry as glitching. You remember that video they've had out where she was like her eye looked like it was shutting, like she was having like some kind of medical issue or whatever, but she looked like she was glitching. Things weren't lining up. I don't know. I mean, not trying to get them.
Oh no, that's what this is for. This is where we dive down those holes.
I mean, it just seems like strange, doesn't it? Like, you ever see a video? Like, there was an interview with Cardi B, and her face just kind of went stone, like she was confused in the middle of the interview, but
That's
not.
That's Cardi B's natural look, though.
Well, maybe, but this seemed like a little bit different. Like, it just seemed like she was completely
All right, I'm gonna
not.
look this up. Cardi B interview.
Yes, look up that one, and then there was another one. He was a basketball player. And they showed him kind of doing the same thing at a press conference.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, why am I doing this right now? All right, Magoo, what do you think? She's apparently going to glitch out on here.
Did you see it?
That's so Raven style pause.
No.
What? Well, show me the video, you dick. Didn't work. Maybe this is it.
I just read an article about Katy Perry. It was all about like, I don't even know, like her being possessed by the devil.
I'm
like,
telling
all
you,
kinds of shit.
I'm telling you, fall down these rabbit holes.
Yeah,
like it makes sense.
it does. It does.
All right,
And
so
sign your soul away to
so
fame.
this is another one.
This is what happens when you can't sleep at 3 a.m.
Oh Jesus! Did you see the one where she's on the rap talk show?
No.
And it's like she freezes, and then the host claps 3 times, and then she starts talking again.
See?
I just think.
I think this could be more like AI than fucking.
I just think she's a fucking idiot, and
I'm watching this video where she's like having a conversation, and she's like all in the conversation, and all of a sudden goes completely stone face.
Yes. Yes.
You know who else does that? The individuals I work with. You know why? Because they're not good at conversations.
Okay, touche. Maybe Cardi B's not the best example.
No, it's her mom smoked crack with her. That's why she makes all those weird noises. Crack babies. Maybe her mom was part of the MK Ultra. That's yeah. All right, so
there's another
a segment we could do.
CWP.
Crack babies, and where are they now?
Jeez.
Macaulay Culkin. That motherfucker's still alive. Good for him. All right, so glitches in the Matrix. What else? Who was the basketball player? Let me look this up.
Oh yeah, it was again. This was another like falling down a rabbit hole at 3 a.m. when I saw that one.
You should really try to like read a book or something to go to
I'm
bed
telling you, it has been
wormholing it.
Yeah, I got to get some sleep before long.
The Suns player.
I think
Every Suns player running at the same time as a glitch in the Matrix. What?
Yes, I think that's one.
What?
Okay, so like he's not being interviewed, so the guy next to him is speaking, and you watch him like this weird smile that kind of like it just goes blank. Like he's just kind of like not there.
Oh, that was okay. That's not the video. Oh my goodness.
I should have sent you all these videos beforehand, but then
Yeah,
you know, you probably would not have let me on the podcast.
Brett understood the mission there.
Oh wow.
He got it. So
Brandon
that's why he was telling you to do your research. That's all right. So
wow.
okay. All right. What else do you have for glitches in the Matrix? All right. So we got Cardi B, Crack Baby, and that one's out. I don't know. Let's see. NBA basketball player interview.
I see a video with Jalen Rose up in the stands, just standing frozen, like his body's on pause while they work on his headset.
Oh, I saw that one too.
Like he's not even flinching.
Right.
They're working all around his face and shit.
Right. Not blinking, nothing.
Hmm.
It is weird. That's why I was like, this is like.
I mean, I guess, but how long before we figure out, about the Matrix?
I don't know. Depends on when you take which pill
Like-
is it? The red pill or blue pill?
Like, when are we getting to the end of the Truman Show where we find out, like, here we go,
That's how you mysteriously die.
how you mysteriously die. That's right. Yeah,
Once you figure it out.
Yeah.
it's true. It'll probably be
Then
one of
you'll
these birds flying in here and fucking me up. Like all those little videos on Instagram of the drones dropping bombs on people. Yeah, they're just gonna let one through the window as I'm pissing one night, and it'll be a night bird. Should be sleeping, and it just comes flocking in the window. Ah! And just yeah, kaboom!
I think the movie The Matrix fucked up anybody actually like waking up from the Matrix. They're like, oh, so this is where our mistakes are.
So, do you think the new Matrix will coincide with things in the like real Matrix? Because that's still coming out. Did that already come out?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't do very well. Then I take it.
No, it did not.
It's because people were actually living it and they don't have to go see it.
Yeah, they were like, well,
Yeah, all right. So next on the list of what?
Come on, you've never had so much fun in all your life.
So we can group Nathan's patio. We know what happened there. A bunch of Cardi B, crack babies arguing with each other, busting shots off. It's
clack, clack.
But it seems
Yeah,
like it's always there. That's the question. Like it's
that's the
always
only
the
time.
deal.
That's the only time in 5 years anything bad's happened there. We've had one set of shots popped off there, and it wasn't even in the bar. It was outside.
Yeah, but there was a sofa taken from that place, so that's something bad that happened too.
And to be fair, when we first moved in here, the old guy, our old neighbor across the street, was shooting through yards. Like he shot from his front porch down past P Hill to the hill in our backyard by the parking lot.
Why?
Middle of daylight. He was trying
Why?
to shoot a groundhog.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "You guys all right if I do this?" Pow, 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 right off the front porch.
Holy-
Missed the fucking thing, so I don't know why he was just shooting. I'm like, dude, come on. So
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Where the hood. It's not even that bad. So, all right, let's go to the. We can group these two together. You recently went to the land of the not so free for a trip, a family vacation.
Yes.
Enlighten us. Did you see anything wild, crazy, cool?
No, it was actually really nice. We were down in like Coronado, the San Diego area, and it was really nice. It was very clean, a lot different than San Francisco. So we were actually quite happy about that. We liked it a lot.
No
But
poop
it
on the
was really-
sidewalks.
I'm sorry.
No poop on the sidewalks.
No poops on the sidewalks. You know.
Damn.
I know.
You went to the wrong part of town.
Yeah. It's a shame.
If you would have went one more block, you would have seen it.
I want a T-shirt that says "I went to California to see somebody shit on the sidewalk, and all I got was a stupid T-shirt."
But like
I'll
a
get my
brown
cricket
stain,
back out.
a like fake brown stain in the middle of it,
Yes.
like right around the stomach. That'd be great.
Awesome. Sorry, you were in Coronado.
Yeah. So as we all know, Brett loves the cigars, right? So
Mhm.
we stopped in Old Town. They had the cigar bar. It was really cool. We sat out and watched a couple games, which made him happy because the games were on like like what would be our evening games was on like 4:00. So it was perfect.
true.
Just sit out there, have a few beers. He smoked some cigars, watch the game. It was great. So we bring it back. So we go to the beach a couple days, the first day for Grant's birthday. And the last day we're there, we kind of hung out at the beach. And he goes to smoke a cigar. And using Brett's terminology, the Baywatch rejects come driving up the beach. And they're like, you can't smoke on the beach. But meanwhile, there's a ton of people vaping, and you're smelling the weed vape. And Brett's over there with like a regular cigar, and they're busting his chops. So, and it wasn't like
she said, "Hey man, it's weed."
It wasn't like he was near anyone. He was on this rock wall. The beach wasn't busy because obviously it's November. All by himself, and comes out and gets like, "Hey, can't smoke here." So,
well,
yeah,
he was. See, they're on to you.
See, Brandon, that'd be the next time I'd smoke a cigar is walking along the beach.
All right.
I mean, like it was funny because he got so irritated by it. He's like, this is nonsense. He goes, I could roll up weed and be fine.
That's true. You could.
He's like, but he goes, I have a cigar and it's an issue. He's like,
Now,
I'm not even near anyone.
As a guy, the older I get, the more I start noticing that I get upset about things that I would have thought 10 years ago were nonsense. So I completely understand.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they told us we couldn't smoke cigars in Hawaii on the beach.
See,
So
I think that's crazy.
I said, yeah, I'll
Like,
put it out. And they walked away, and I just kept smoking that fucker. Like, what are you going to do, send me home?
Well, that's it. That's what Brett did. But the whole thing is kind of silly. I mean, I can understand if you're in like a whole group of people and there's kids around or
Fuck
I mean, we
kids.
were there. It's November. We were literally on the far part. There was no one there,
What are you going to catch on fire? It's water and sand.
Well, and also they had fire pits on this, like on the beach. So
That's stupid.
I don't think he's going to take out the ocean with one cigar.
Those are some surf bras. Chopping it up to the boys. Yeah, brah. I told this guy he can't smoke a cigar. Fuck him. Fucking tourist.
Yeah, he calls them the Baywatch rejects,
Yeah. Turds. And then I see he may have committed another crime other than smoking on the beach. Allegedly.
Trying to remember. What?
You also pulled a tabby and I believe you meant to say swiped. Swipped a glass. So shout out to Tabby listening to this on Spotify. I hope we're going well. Make sure your coworkers listen to us as well. They can find us on all major platforms at Guys Weekend Podcast.
And yes, there are always 24 hours in a day, so it will be a long day.
Always.
Yeah, definitely. He pulled it. We called it pulled a Brandon.
That guy.
So-
That guy's sketchy.
Yeah.
Brandon.
I stopped being friends with him. Thank God I'm only friends with Shmanda.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah, that doesn't sound like anything Brandon would do. That sounds like something Shmanda would do.
You're right. I misspoke. It was definitely Shmanda.
That's true.
But yeah.
Did you get the glass home?
Yeah, went over to like to one of the microbrews and so he decided to take the glass with him against my better judgment.
They're not going to miss that glass.
No.
That's what I always say when I take stuff from restaurants, or Shmanda takes things from restaurants, because,
Allegedly.
now that stuff's cheap.
Nothing is worse
they
than
got-
when Shmanda put a margarita glass in our
Schmark purse.
niece's car seat under her baby blanket and carried it out of the restaurant.
Yes.
So if Shmanda can get away with that, I think Brett's okay taking a microbrewery glass from California.
That may or may not have happened, allegedly.
Where's the proof? I don't see
Exactly. No.
Yeah.
We don't have it.
You could have a whole series on the things that I have found in my car after leaving restaurants with Shmanda. So
any. Allegedly.
Tice and I, this is a true story.
Oh, no.
We sat at Sheets at probably, 11 o'clock at night. We're sitting outside there, because that's where the cool kids hung out when it first opened. And this girl came pulling in hot and hit one of the little posts and then went, a typical woman thing when she hits a fucking curb doing 90. Oops, didn't see it there. So she hits this post and backs up and gets out and goes, "Did you guys see that?" I'm like, "No." Like, "Hey, you want to buy us some beer?" And she's like, "What?" and it just walked in the sheets. We're like, whatever. So she comes back out. And she's like, did you guys really want beer? I'm like, fuck yeah. She goes, okay, well, I'm not old enough to buy it, but I have my twin sister's ID. So, or not twin sister's ID, her sister's ID. They look like twins.
I was going to say.
They look like twins. So she goes back in. She buys us like an 18-pack of warm Bud Light. I'm like, you could have got one out of the cooler. Like, what the fuck? So we hop into Tice's 2-door Civic, got our Fast and the Furious on, and went to a friend's house to drink those. And she's like, hey, you can pay it back to me by coming into Don Pablo's and tipping me on taco night. Clearly, this was just her talking to Tice about, tacos, and, we know where that was headed. So we go to Don Pablo's.
Moths to a flame.
Yes, moths to a flame. So we get to Don Pablo's, and we start eating fajitas and tacos. We took everything off of that table. We took the plates. We took a cast iron skillet. We took the thing that the skillet came in. We took the plastic thing with the lid that the tortilla wraps came in. We even took the light bulb out of the light at the table. Salt and pepper shakers, a bottle of hot sauce, 2 sets of silverware, and a cup. And we got out with nobody knowing. I mean, they probably knew because there was nothing left on the fucking table. I have no idea. Cargo shorts.
Oh, I was like,
we filled our pockets up. We stuffed the plates and the skillets, like we wiped them out and put them in our waistband and put our shirt down over them. It was fantastic. I have no idea where any of that shit went. We took literally everything off of that table.
Light bulb. Why the light bulb?
I was like, fuck it, we should take the light bulb. I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I just reached in there and popped it right out of there.
And that's why they went out of business. And that's why they went out of business.
Probably. That's okay though. We got our. That was 15 years ago. There's a statute of limitations on that.
Did you leave a tip?
Oh yeah. We said, hey, you should really watch your customers more. They like to steal shit. So then we also went to Cece's, and we tried. Our goal in high school was to get one of each cup, because like they had a water cup, they had a cup only the kids could get. They had the pop cup, and they had the adult cup. So we're like, how are we going to get like the kids cup and stuff like that? We ended up just swiping that shit off a table with some kids sitting there. We just took it and walked out the door. We took a whole pizza pan. We specifically ordered a pizza, ate half of it, set the rest of it on the table, and walked right out the door with the pizza pan.
So I had a high school English teacher that everybody's thing, like he liked to collect things from restaurants, and he told his students this. So every once in a while, he'd get like, a salt shaker from like Chili's or, a ketchup bottle. But it started when I was in high school with him, though. It started to get so out of hand that these fucking kids are bringing in full fucking signs that they stole out of the parking lot of these restaurants.
That's great. That is great.
And I'm not talking about like the little, like the 10 by 10 signs. I'm talking about like, they're going in and pulling down like the golden arches from McDonald's and shit like that. Like that's just like going in the middle of the night and just fucking ganking that shit.
That is awesome. We wanted a napkin holder from Cece's as well. So Tyson and I devised this plan of, we would make a scene to cause a diversion so that it wouldn't see us take this. It was the dumbest shit we've ever done. We get up and we accidentally like knock something over, and everybody turns around and looks at Tice knocking it over, and then looks at me, and we just kind of like look at each other. We just grabbed the napkin holder and just walked right out the door. I'm like, this was so dumb. We could have just walked out. Nobody would have known better. Then we get in the parking lot, and then somebody's looking at us through the window. We're like, we're gonna leave. Fuck them. Hadn't been back since.
And also, we should make a list of like where Brandon's taking or Shmanda's taking things, and if they're still in business.
Yeah.
Chips and Salsa's closed. Yeah, they rebranded. Shmanda took a margarita glass.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he?
Shmanda
is that where that came from?
Took a fry tin from Lock 15.
Thankfully, they're still in business.
Yeah. Also, one time we went for a very nice evening after a cookout. Me, Shmandan, and Shmagoo. We were all just really wanting some unlimited apps from Fridays. So we went. They had like $10 unlimited apps. We're like, yeah, let's go. So we go. We get a little shitty off some margaritas and appetizers. We get in the car. I think we had a really nice time. And all of a sudden, I'm just hearing all this stuff, and all these things just start showing up. And we've got margarita shakers, margarita glasses, silverware, fucking appetizer plates, everything. And they just took everything, and I didn't even see it. I didn't see it at all. I was like,
That's how good we are.
Yeah. Went out for a nice night with the guys and end up freaking committing crimes. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Somehow Fridays is still open. I don't know how, but they are.
So I take it that Shmanda is coming over and setting up for Christmas Eve then. He's going to bring all his accoutrement so he can put all the food on.
That would be cool if we opened up like a little pop-up restaurant with all the shit that was taken from another restaurant and just use that. I think that'd be great.
Oh, hey, that's inventory for Magoo's food truck.
Yeah,
there you go.
He's outside smoking, so I'll let him know that we've been stocking up. Damn.
The third show.
All right, so what kind of issue do you have with local microbreweries, and why do you think there are too many?
No, I don't have an issue. I like microbrews. I'm just like, it just seems like there's just a massive amounts of explosions of them. You know, like everyone, their brother has one now.
Yeah, it's because 2020 came and everybody else didn't know what to do, so they started brewing beer in their basement, and they're like, "Oh fuck it, I think I could sell this." Then they gave out those personal business loans, and now everybody's a brewer.
I guess
I've got 3 local breweries that have opened up in the last 3 years in my town.
Have you gone to any of them?
I've gone to one. The other 2 I haven't. The other 2 are pretty new within the last year. I haven't been able to hit them yet.
Is it any good?
The one I went to, Altered Genius, I'll give them a shout out. They were really good.
Oh,
got myself a growler.
Ooh.
Of 7%. That took me away.
So let's see. Oh, I can't do a podcast on December 4th. I might be able to after lunch, after we get the Christmas tree, before things start to go downhill.
So you better make it at 6 a.m.
Yeah, back on the wagon. Maybe we'll see. I'll get a growler of something and sip it on the podcast.
You should go to you should lock 15 and get the Festivus.
That might be what happens.
Yeah, should go there, get that. The reason I brought up is we were on vacation and we hit a couple of them out there. We hit Ballast Point. We hit Coronado. Yeah. We hit Stone, which is really good.
Stone was awesome. Those pictures were fantastic.
Yeah. Amazing beer garden. But you're starting then when we went up to Ballast, which is in Little Italy, you're looking across the street and there's 2 or 3 more. And you're like, okay, so it's taken like a fun little hobby and all of a sudden you're starting to think you have a problem,
Yeah, it's like, okay, how many little beers can you make that don't taste like the beers that I've already had at these other 9 places?
Or they don't taste like pine tar.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I still haven't tried Codex Brewing Company in.
I have not either.
I heard it was decent. They have a brew-through. So.
Well, that used to be the vegan coffee shop, but I was told not to bring up any of my vegan nonsense.
Well, imagine that they closed down.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Sam Squanches. Yeah.
I mean, just think about it, right? Like, just a thought I was having. Just like, is there too many? When you can go, like, it used to be like a cool thing to go hit up a microbrew, hit up a winery, but now you have so many that's like, I'm sorry?
Who's keeping them open? Like, there's so many. Like, listen, I like to drink, but there's no way I could keep all the breweries.
Especially with all those breweries. I mean, they're basically mostly doing like craft beers and shit like that.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a small percentage of people that are craft beer, individuals.
Connoisseurs.
Yeah. I would say where the money would be at nowadays in alcohol would probably be like your ciders, wines, stuff like that. Like if you could make a good hard cider, like apple, grape, whatever, that's money right there.
I think if you had a pop-up bar location and you slang $1 beers, $1 domestics, you'd make an absolute killing.
Oh yeah, especially like on marketing, the like those marketed festivals.
Yeah,
that would be the perfect place.
$1 brew bash, run it. Check your IDs at the door, $1 a can. You're making bank. Be fantastic.
I mean, really, with the microbrews, they really have to have a good food scene. I mean, that's really where it's going.
True.
You don't have a good food scene. Like, I mean, look at what was that? Scenic Brew?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like no. Then they shut down soon after
They bombed out in 2 places, and their coffee shop is still open, even though I heard the coffee there was terrible.
No, I got a coffee there one time. It wasn't bad.
Okay.
It wasn't bad.
I think all coffee's gross.
Like
Yeah.
dry erase marker
Yes,
smell.
yes, that's exactly it. Your brother and I went the one night, and I'm like, okay, this, and then it was they didn't have any food, and the beer was bad, and I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not bringing your A game with a microbrew, like, just stay home.
Speaking of brewing things, friend of the show, Schmerbaugh's buddy, his friend, that guy he knows, he also might be making a batch of something.
Special.
Special batch. Yes.
Ooh.
So
Stay
it's in the
tuned.
works. That's what he said. He said he talked to his friend, and it's in the works. So we look forward to having maybe a tasting live on GWP. So if we can get a whole, his friend will have to blur his face out, like they used to do on all those 90s cop shows.
I don't want to blur his face out. I want to put him in like a dark background, like just darken
Yeah.
and make it and do like a voice alteration, like
Yes.
they did on like Unsolved Mysteries and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all you hear is it's brewed with pomegranates.
Yeah. Fantastic. So many ideas for upcoming shows. I like it.
Hopefully it's a better brew than what Ronnie got to try.
Yeah, yeah.
Ronnie's probably not your best first taste tester because he doesn't have a filter.
That's true. Yeah. It was rough. Chuck said the same thing. So he's like, yeah, it's not great. Oh, by the way, we'll be able to get Chuck on the show, hopefully. Since they're moving down yonder, he is going to set up his media room, and we'll hopefully be streaming and playing games and being on the podcast. So
yeah, if we
We'll
could just
see.
get him up there for a guys' weekend.
shit, we're gonna keep plugging away at it. I don't see it. I don't see
So
it.
you guys should sell squares to that.
We
Like a little
should.
betting game. Like, what year is Chuck going to make Guys Weekend?
Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, we just like pre-plan all the dates for the next 3 years and see which one he's going to make it to.
He just
Exactly.
he winds up getting there when nobody else is there. Like
Yeah.
There's one rando like bingo square on the board that no one's there, but he shows up.
Yeah. That'd be the one.
April 26th. He's like, what?
Oh,
On
I
a-
won.
on a Wednesday.
He gets all the neighbors and takes his own group photo in front of the cabin.
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
He's up there smoking cigars and drinking bourbon with Russ.
Yeah. Yeah. He'd get along with us.
Crackling with Tom.
Oh boy. All the things he misses out on. All right. Well, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. This is really
blast.
fun. I'm a huge fan.
The next time we do it, we'll do one a little shitty. We'll start drinking early.
Some gin and juice.
I'll have Brett drop me off. Yeah, we'll do gin and
Get that
juice. Or,
Yeah.
maybe make sure that eggnog with the rum. I got my notes.
Oh my god, I'm not looking forward to that. But I'll try it for the show's sake.
Well, maybe we just split the difference and do something that actually tastes good, like tequila and soda.
All right.
Oh, I love that reaction. Okay.
So for our special guests, Shmanda and Schmaggy, I am Josh Tenney, along with, as always, Brandon Parks. This was the Guys Weekend Podcast. Good night.
Toodaloo, bitches.
Bye.
See y'all.